So this is Quinn, who just scored the very first goal in Canada's brand new professional women's soccer league, the Northern Super League, during last night's game between the Vancouver Rise and the Calgary Wild. And that is very cool on its own, and is a huge moment for women's sports history. But it also rules because Quinn, the person who scored that goal, is trans and non-binary. And like being at that game as a trans person and watching Quinn score that goal, I was struck by how big of a deal that is. Particularly in this current political climate where trans people's participation in sports at all has become politicized and this hot button issue. So the Northern Super League kicks off this year as the first professional women's soccer league in Canada. The 6-team league has big aspirations and comes with soccer icons like Christine Sinclair, Diana Matheson, and Steph Labe attached to various teams and to the league's founding itself. Its inaugural 6 teams in Halifax, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver are made up of veterans of international teams alongside homegrown rising stars. And Quinn, who plays midfield for the Vancouver Rise, is no stranger to blazing trails. In 2021, they became the first openly trans or non-binary person to win an Olympic gold medal as part of Canada's national women's soccer team. And they've spoken a lot openly about getting top surgery and changing their name and the role that their visibility plays for generations who come after them. Back in 2023, I interviewed them, and they talked about the importance of being visible and a role model and a mentor. Quote, as a transgender athlete, I didn't have that specific role model in soccer to look up to. There weren't any trans athletes in professional soccer. And so I think that this was a really important thing for me, being a role model and showing people that there's an avenue that they can pursue and there are inclusive spaces out there. So one big thing about the NSL is that it aims to inspire a whole new generation of young women athletes in Canada. And thanks to somebody like Quinn, trans and gender diverse athletes also get to know that there is a place for them at the highest levels of sports excellence. And that rules so much. I'm excited to one day see trans women blazing the same trails too, which hopefully will come sooner rather than later. More of all of this, please.